Okay. So Lakshmi Chandana, we will start now. Now over to Lakshmi Chandana.
Yes, sir. Sir, is the presentation visible?
Yes, yes.
Yes, it is visible.
Yeah. Okay. Um, Good evening, everyone. Today I'm gonna talk about the Tirumala Prasadam and Annaprasadam. So I chose this topic because it is really close to where I live and which I know more about, especially more than Andhra cuisine. So we know where the temple is. So the temple is located in the hill town of Tirumala, um, in Chittoor district of Andhra Pradesh. So we are just gonna talk about a few details about the Tirumala, and then about the Tirumal Laddu, the Annaprasadam, and Panyarams. So the Tirumal Laddu, Annaprasadam, Panyarams, three of them are the prasadam, which is served on the hills of Tirumala. Uh, so yeah, let's go over the temple now. So the gorgeous temple, it is dedicated to Lord Venkateshwara, also known as Balaji and many other names, a Vishnu avataram, who according to the Hindu Puranam has emerged here to save the mankind from trials and troubles of the Kali Yugam, the Yugam which we are living in right now. So it is the richest temple in the world in terms of donations received and wealth, and is visited by around 50,000 to 1 lakh pilgrims daily on an average, even in this pandemic situation. Um, so the temple is constructed in Dravidian architecture, a kind of architecture which emerged during the Pallava rule. And this architecture can be seen in many temples like the Ranganatha Swami temple and even Meenakshi temple and many other temples in the South India and Sri Lanka. So it is believed to be constructed over a period of time starting from 300 AD and is one of the eight Vishnu Swayambhu Kshetras. So Vishnu Swayambhu Kshetras is something that it's a belief that the divine Vishnu avatar, and I mean he took forms on this earth, and the idol which we see in the temple is I mean it is believed to be the Divya idol, I mean which is born from the divine itself. So, and it is also listed as 106, I mean, early earthly Divya Desam. So, there are 108 Divya Desas in India, which are all of Vishnu Murtis. So, apart from the gorgeous temple and the beautiful nature all around the hills of Tirumala, the Venkateshwara temple is famous for its Tirumal Laddu, famously known as Tirupati Laddu as well, which is given as a prasadam to the devotees who visit the temple. Um, so let's start with the Tirumal Laddu. I mean, even though there are huge range of prasadams available in Tirumala, like Dana Prasadam and the Panyaras, the Tirumal Laddu, it remains the most popular and one of the best prasadams offered in that temple. So Kalyanam Iyengar was the brain behind making Laddu synonymous with Tirupati. He introduced the Mirasadari system to prepare Laddu. So the Mirasadari system is something. Actually, a certain family in Tirumala, they prepare the laddus, everything for the god, and whichever is served for the devotees as well. So, in this Mirasadari system, whatever laddus are prepared, a certain portion of the prasadam it belongs to the family. So everything is given to the family, and actually, even the money which is earned with selling the laddus and everything, even that portion of money used to be given to the families. I mean, a certain caste of families. But now, I mean, I think in 2007 they changed a few rules. So it's only the laddus they get and not the profit that is made from the laddus, which is bought and sold. And the laddus are prepared in the kitchen, known as the Padipotu by the people who are called Gamekar Mirasidas. So these Gamekar Mirasidas are the people who belong to a certain caste of Brahmins especially. And then this Padipotu, it is situated inside the temple where the laddu is prepared. So in the inscriptions, Srivari temple indicated that the presence of the Laddu Prasadam, termed as Manoharam, in 1480, which was originally served in a loose, chunky form. And then later it was made in the form of a Laddu in the 1900s, or 1700s, sorry. And then now it is famously known as the Tirumala Laddu. So the list of ingredients and its portion used in making of Tirupati Laddu is known as the dittam. So this dittam is nothing but a standard recipe for the laddu, which has not been changed since the 1700s, from when the laddu has been made into a form of a laddu than a manoharam. So there are three types of laddus: the Asthanam laddu, Kalyanamotsavam laddu, and the Proktam laddu. The first one is the Asanam Laddu. This laddu is prepared on special festive occasions for the deity only and weighs 750 grams. It is prepared with more cashews, almonds, and even sunflower. Saffron, which is not found in the other laddus. So this Asthanam Laddu, there's not much information about it on the website, but no one even saw this Laddu. It is only served to the god, and then whoever priest is on in charge for the um, for the puja and everything for the deity, he is the one who gets this Laddu, and no one ever knows how it tastes or anything. So the next Laddu is the Kalyanamotsavam Laddu. It is distributed to devotees who participate in Kalyan Motsavam and few other Arjita Sevas. There is a huge demand for these laddus, and these are prepared in very less numbers than the Proktam laddu, which is a regular laddu. So this Kalyanamotsavam laddu, it is only prepared where a wedding ceremony kind of a thing is arranged for the deity and Amavaru. And whoever attends that occasion gets this laddu, which weighs the same as the Asthanam laddu, 750 grams. And then the last type of the laddu is known as the Proktam laddu. So it's the normal laddu which every pilgrim gets in Tirumala, and it is actually smaller in size and weighs only 175 grams. And these laddu are prepared in a very big number, and at least one devotee buys three or more than three laddus and everything. So that's it about the laddus, and now we are going to talk about the Anna Prasadam. So, starting,
Lakshmi Chandana, sorry. Are you
yes, sir.
moving the slides? Because slides are not moving for us.
Oh no, when did it stop, sir?
First slide only. It is stopped at first
Oh,
slide.
I'm sorry, I didn't know that. Is it moving now, sir?
Yes, yes.
Okay, okay. I'll just show the pictures or anything. So I talked about the temple, um, and then I even talked about the Tirumala Laddu. So the three laddus, they look the same. They are just of a different size. Actually, this is not a picture of the Asthanam laddu because no information about the Asthanam laddu is shared anywhere. So the Kalyan Motsavam laddu, it's bigger in size, and the Proktam laddu is just smaller in size. So that's the only difference. And now we are here at the Annaprasadam. So this is the Tarigonda Vengamamba Annaprasadam Center. It's a free Annadana center where all the devotees consider to have at least one meal here as a prasadam of the main deity. So every meal served here is free, and the meals are served for the breakfast. It's served during the breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Two different timings for the dinner, especially. So this is how the seating arrangement is in the Annaprasadam Center. So are the slides moving now?
Yes.
Okay. So the Venkateshwara Nitya Annadanam Endowment Scheme. This was a scheme that was started by TTD in 1985 by Nandamuri Taraka Ramarao Garu. He was the prime minister, I mean, chief minister then. So this was a scheme where he thought the pilgrims who visited Tirumala, at least 2,000 of them can be served with free food over there. And now the Annaprasadam complex is completely modernized with modern kitchen equipment uh, and very organized staff and everything in the center. And now it provides free Annaprasadam for more than 2,000 people, and it's actually a big number they serve now. Um, Actually, the Annaprasadam is kind of two types. So the TTD it shares the Annaprasadam, the Purihora, Chitranam, Pongal, Sweet Pongal, etc. I mean, all these types of prasadam, it is served to the pilgrims who come out immediately after the darshan. So this is how the prasadam is served. I mean, not every prasadam is served every day. It's like pongal one day, a purihora the other day, and everything else. A really small quantity of the prasadam is served to everyone. And then the other Annaprasadam, where we get many varieties of Annaprasadam, like for each meal, it's in the Tarigonda Vengamamba Annadana Satram. And yeah, it has like four dining halls and two floors, which I mean, where each hall accommodates like 1,000 people at a time. So the last one we are going to talk about is the Panyarams. So apart from the Proktam Laddu, which is the common laddu served to the, um, I mean, all the devotees on the hill. So all these other prasadams are offered in the Venkateshwara temple. These are known as the Panyarams or the Naivedyams. Uh, and it includes the laddu, poli, vada, dosa, payasam, appam, and jalebi. So this is the vada. Uh, this one is the jalebi. This is the appam. I mean, it's not a savory appam or what the appam we know. I don't know why they call it an appam. It looks like adirasam or nippattu. And this is another kind of laddu where we can find anywhere. So all these are served as naivedyam to the deity almost every day, and it's not really available for all the devotees over here. Uh, these are sold at a Prasadam Pattada in Tirumala on Mada Street. So this vada is actually available most of the time, and occasionally the appam and the laddu are available, but the jalebi is not really available for anyone right now. It's maybe it's because of the pandemic they stopped making them in the large quantity and just for the deity. uh, so that's it about the Tirumala Prasadam and everything. uh, do, do you have any questions?
You see? Yeah.
Yeah.
So